Hey everyone, welcome back to SwitchTop. Today we're counting down the absolute best Nintendo Switch games you can play in 2025. These games are must-plays if you own a Switch. Let's jump right in. Pikmin 4 is the perfect game if you like solving puzzles with tiny helpers. You crash land on a strange planet and need to command little plant creatures called Pikmin to help you explore. Each color of Pikmin has different abilities. Red ones are fireproof, blue ones can swim, and yellow ones can conduct electricity. The big new addition is your dog companion Ochi, who can carry Pikmin on his back and help you cross water. The game feels like playing with toys in your backyard, figuring out how to use your Pikmin to build bridges, break down walls, and defeat weird bug monsters. At night, the game gets a bit spooky as you explore dark caves with limited Pikmin. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the series, Pikmin 4 is super easy to pick up and impossible to put down. Super Mario Wonder brings back 2D Mario with a wild twist. Wonder flowers that completely change how levels work. 1 minute you're running and jumping normally, then suddenly pipes grow legs and walk around, Mario turns into an elephant, or the whole level flips upside down. It's like playing a normal Mario game that occasionally goes bonkers in the best way possible. The controls feel spot on whether you're wall jumping, ground pounding, or using the new drill spin move. You can pick from 12 different characters including Mario, Luigi, Peach, and several Toads, each with slightly different abilities. The game has over 150 levels packed with secrets, and you can play with up to 3 friends in chaotic multiplayer. The new badge system lets you equip special powers like starting with a mushroom or being able to glide after jumping. Mario Wonder brings back the joy of discovery to 2D platformers. Luigi's Mansion 3 puts Mario's scared brother in a haunted hotel where he needs to save his friends from ghosts. Each floor of the hotel has a completely different theme. You'll explore a medieval castle, a natural history museum with dinosaurs, a disco dance floor, and even a movie studio. The gameplay revolves around your vacuum cleaner called the Poltergust G00, which lets you suck up ghosts after stunning them with your flashlight. The best new feature is Guigi, a slimy green clone of Luigi who can squeeze through bars and walk over spikes to reach areas Luigi can't. You can switch between them anytime, making for clever puzzles even when playing alone. Almost everything in the environment can be interacted with. Sucking curtains might reveal coins, or shaking trees might drop gems. The boss fights are super creative, with each ghost having unique patterns you need to figure out to capture them. Astral Chain puts you in the shoes of a police officer in a cyberpunk future where you fight aliens called chimeras using captured creatures called legions that are chained to you. What makes the game so cool is how you control both your character and your legion at the same time. You can send your legion to attack one enemy while you fight another, or wrap the chain connecting you around enemies to tie them up. You have 5 different legions to use, each with unique abilities like a sword legion for cutting, an arrow legion for shooting, or a beast legion for riding around quickly. Between fights, you solve crimes by gathering clues, talking to witnesses, and using your legion's special abilities to find hidden evidence. The city you explore is gorgeous, with neon lights and weird dimensional rifts that give everything an eerie glow. Astral Chain mixes fast action with detective work in a way that feels fresh and exciting. Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze might look cute, but don't be fooled, this is one of the most challenging and rewarding platformers on Switch. DK and his family get kicked off their island by evil penguin-like creatures called snowmads who freeze their tropical paradise. Your job is to jump, roll, and pound your way through beautiful levels to take back your home. You can play as Donkey Kong by himself or team up with Diddy Kong, who has a jetpack, Dixie Kong, who can spin her hair to float, or Cranky Kong, who bounces on his cane like a pogo stick. The game has amazing level design where no two stages feel the same. You'll ride mine carts, swing from vines, shoot out of barrel cannons, and swim through underwater caves. The music is fantastic, with remixed versions of classic Donkey Kong tunes. The Switch version adds an easier funky mode where you can play as Funky Kong, who has more health and better jumping abilities, making it more approachable for everyone. Pokemon Legends. Arceus takes the series back in time to an era when people were actually scared of Pokemon. You play as one of the first Pokemon researchers tasked with creating the region's first Pokedex by catching and studying wild Pokemon. Unlike traditional Pokemon games, you explore large open areas where you can see Pokemon roaming in their natural habitats. Some will run away when they spot you, others might attack if you get too close. You can catch many Pokemon without even battling them by sneaking up and throwing Pokeballs. Or you can engage in revamped battles where faster Pokemon can sometimes attack multiple times in a row. Your character can actually get hurt by Pokemon attacks, adding real danger to exploration. The game focuses on completing research tasks for each Pokemon, like seeing them use specific moves or catching them at different times of day. Kirby and the Forgotten Land brings our pink puffball friend into a full 3D world for the first time, and it's an absolute blast! Kirby gets transported to a mysterious world with abandoned shopping malls, overgrown theme parks, and deserted cities that nature has started to reclaim. As always, Kirby can inhale enemies to copy their abilities, giving you powers like a sword, ice breath, or fire attacks. The new mouthful mode lets Kirby stretch his body around large objects. He can swallow a car to drive around, a vending machine to shoot soda cans, or a traffic cone to spike into the ground. The game is super accessible for beginners but has harder challenges for experienced players. Between levels, you'll build up Waddle Dee Town, rescuing little Waddle Dees to unlock new shops, mini games, and upgrades. You can also play the whole game in two-player co-op with the second player controlling Bandana Waddle Dee, who uses a spear. Hades is a game about trying, dying, and trying again. But it's so fun you won't mind the dying part. You play as Zagreus, the son of Hades, who's trying to escape the underworld to find his long-lost mother. Each escape attempt takes you through randomly arranged rooms filled with different enemies, and when you die, which will happen a lot, you return to your father's house where you can talk to Greek gods and mythological figures who each have their own stories. During your runs, gods like Zeus, Athena, and Poseidon offer you gifts that change how your attacks work. Zeus adds lightning, Poseidon gives you pushing power, Aphrodite weakens enemies, and so on. You can use different weapons like a sword, spear, bow, or knuckles, each with completely different playstyles. What's really cool is that dying is part of the story. Characters will comment on how you died and offer encouragement for your next attempt.
You wanna die again?
Metroid Prime Remastered brings one of the greatest games ever made to Switch with a fresh coat of paint and modern controls. You play as bounty hunter Samus Aran, exploring the mysterious planet Talon 4, which has been corrupted by a substance called Phazon. The game brilliantly blends first-person shooting with exploration and puzzle solving as you slowly unlock new abilities that let you reach previously inaccessible areas. Your scan visor lets you learn about the environment, enemies, and the lost civilization that once lived on the planet, piecing together the story without long cutscenes. The remaster updates the graphics to look like a modern game while keeping the atmospheric feeling of isolation as you explore alien caves, abandoned research facilities, fiery magma regions, and icy valleys. New control options let you play with modern dual-stick controls or motion aiming, making the experience smoother than ever. Octopath Traveler 1 and 2 are the perfect games for anyone who loves great stories and turn-based battles. Both games let you choose between 8 different characters, each with their own complete story. A warrior seeking revenge, a merchant trying to build a trading empire, a dancer looking for her father's killers, and more. What's cool is how the characters' special abilities work outside of battle. The hunter can tame monsters to help in fights. The thief can steal items from people in towns. The apothecary can learn information by giving people medicine. The battle system is super strategic with a boost system that lets you save up points to make stronger attacks or hit multiple times. Enemies have different weaknesses to weapons and elements that you need to exploit to break their shields and deal big damage. The games use a unique HD 2D style, combining pixel art characters with beautiful 3D environments and lighting effects.
Beginning.
Allow me.
What's our plan of attack?
Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster brings 2 classic RPGs back to life with improved graphics while keeping the original charm intact. These games follow young heroes caught in the middle of wars and political conflicts, where you gather 108 different characters to join your army and castle. What makes Suikoden different from other RPGs is how your army grows. Each character you recruit adds something to your headquarters, like opening shops, mini-games, or giving you strategic advantages in war battles. Combat uses a team of 6 characters with simple turn-based commands, but the real highlight is the large-scale strategy battles where you command units across battlefields like a board game. The remaster improves the pixel art with new lighting effects, adds autosave features, and includes quality-of-life improvements like battle speed options. Monster Hunter Rise takes the monster hunting formula and speeds everything up with new movement options that make tracking and fighting giant beasts more fluid than ever. You hunt massive monsters across beautiful Japanese-inspired environments, using their parts to craft better weapons and armor to take on even tougher creatures. Your new buddy Palamute, a dog companion, lets you ride on its back to chase monsters quickly, while the Wirebug tool lets you zip through the air, run up walls, and perform powerful special attacks. The game offers 14 different weapon types, from simple sword and shield to complex insect glaives and musical hunting horns, each with totally different playstyles and learning curves. When monsters fight each other, you can actually ride and control them in turf wars. The village hub has a strong Japanese folklore theme, with talking cats called palicos helping you prepare for hunts. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe remains the ultimate party game on Switch, with 48 racetracks and 42 characters from across Nintendo history. The game keeps the classic racing formula where you collect items like red shells to hit opponents or mushrooms to boost ahead, but adds anti-gravity sections where you can drive up walls and ceilings. The tracks themselves tell little stories. You'll race through Bowser's castle avoiding thwomps, speed around an airport with planes taking off, or drive underwater past ancient ruins and sea creatures. The game includes multiple kart parts to customize your ride, affecting speed, acceleration, handling, and weight, letting you build a setup that matches your driving style. Battle mode offers different game types like Balloon Battle and Shine Runners, where you compete in arena-style maps. Smart steering helps newcomers stay on track, while veterans can turn it off for full control and perform tricks off jumps to get speed boosts. Hollow Knight drops you into a dying underground kingdom of bugs with minimal explanation, a tiny nail as your weapon, an endless mystery to uncover. You play as a silent little knight exploring the ruins of Hallownest, a once great civilization now overrun by infected bugs and forgotten secrets. The game combines tight platforming with precise combat where timing your strikes, dodges, and healing is crucial. As you explore, you'll find new abilities like a dash, wall jump, and double jump that open up new paths in previously visited areas, making the world feel interconnected. The charm system lets you customize your build by equipping different charms that change how you play. Some give you more health, others make your nails stronger, or let you heal faster, encouraging different playstyles. The art style uses a muted color palette with occasionally breathtaking scenery, while the haunting music perfectly captures the melancholy of this fallen kingdom. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 tells the story of Noah and Mayo, soldiers from opposing nations who are only supposed to live for 10 years before being returned to the flame. When their paths cross, they discover the truth about their world and set out on a journey alongside their friends to break this cycle. The combat happens in real time, where you auto-attack while positioning yourself to land special arts abilities that charge up over time. The class system lets characters learn jobs from each other, like Medic Gunner for healing, or Heavy Guard for defense, with the ability to mix and match abilities. The Ouroboros system lets two characters fuse together into a powerful form with devastating attacks. The world is massive with towering landscapes you can actually reach. If you see a mountain in the distance, you can climb it. Heroes you recruit throughout the story add both new combat classes and emotional side stories. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate lives up to its name by including every fighter ever featured in the series, plus newcomers, bringing the roster to over 80 characters from gaming history. The fighting game brings together icons like Mario, Link, Pikachu, Sonic, Solid Snake, Cloud Strife, and even Microsoft's Banjo-Kazooie in a celebration of gaming. Unlike traditional fighters, the goal isn't to deplete a health bar, but to knock opponents off the stage by increasing their damage percentage, making them fly farther when hit. Each character has a unique moveset with standard attacks, special moves, and a devastating final smash, while stages based on different games often have hazards and transformations that keep matches unpredictable. The single-player adventure mode, World of Light, has you rescue captured fighters while taking on challenges with different rule sets. For multiplayer, you can play with up to 8 players locally or go online for one-on-one competitive matches. Paper Mario. The 1000-Year Door brings the beloved GameCube classic to Switch with updated graphics while keeping the charm and unique battle system intact. Mario explores the seedy port town of Rougeport and beyond, searching for 7 crystal stars to unlock the mysterious 1000-Year Door. The paper aesthetic isn't just for looks. Mario can fold into a paper airplane to glide across gaps, turn sideways to slip through cracks, or roll into a tube to roll down hills. The turn-based battle system takes place on a theater stage with an audience that reacts to your performance. Pull off stylish moves by timing button presses perfectly, and the crowd throws items or boosts your power. Throughout your journey, partners with unique abilities join you, like a bomb that can blow up cracked walls or a Yoshi who can ferry you across gaps. Each chapter feels like its own story. You'll solve a murder mystery on a luxury train, compete in a fighting tournament, and even become temporarily unplayable as Peach and Bowser in interlude chapters. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition brings the Wii U cult classic to Switch with improved visuals and quality of life features. After Earth is destroyed in an alien crossfire, the last survivors crash land on the planet Mira and must establish a new home while searching for the missing pieces of their colony ship. The game's highlight is exploring 5 massive, diverse continents filled with creatures ranging from tiny insects to skyscraper-sized behemoths, all without loading screens. About 30 hours in, you unlock Skells, customizable mechs that transform between humanoid and vehicle forms, completely changing how you traverse the world and fight. The combat system works in real time, where you position yourself to use arts abilities that chain together for combo effects, with a focus on team synergy between your 4-member party. Online features let you form squads with other players to take on massive world bosses that require coordinated attacks.
Flame grenade! Chrome armor!
Tendons destroyed. Move in and strike.
All or nothing!
Super Mario Odyssey sends the plumber on a globe-trotting adventure to stop Bowser from forcibly marrying Princess Peach, teaming up with Cappy, a living hat with the power to possess enemies and objects. This capture ability completely transforms how Mario interacts with the world. You can take control of a T-Rex to smash through rocks, become a bullet bill to fly across gaps, possess a frog to jump higher, or even capture a tank to blast away obstacles. The game features diverse kingdoms like the urban New Donk City, where Mario looks tiny among normal-sized humans, the food-themed Luncheon Kingdom with seas of lava sauce, and the spooky Cap Kingdom filled with ghost hats. Instead of collecting stars, you gather power moons to fuel your airship, with over 800 moons hidden throughout the kingdoms, encouraging exploration of every nook and cranny. Each kingdom has its own gameplay mechanics, outfits for Mario to wear, and 2D sections where Mario transforms into his classic 8-bit form on walls. The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and Breath of the Wild together represent the pinnacle of open-world adventure games, with a Hyrule that feels like a living, breathing place governed by consistent rules. Breath of the Wild strips away traditional dungeon structure for a true go-anywhere approach, where you can even head straight to the final boss after the tutorial. Its physics and chemistry systems create emergent gameplay. Metal conducts electricity, fire spreads realistically, and objects interact in logical ways. Tears of the Kingdom builds on this foundation by adding a 3-layer world with floating sky islands above and the mysterious depths below ground. The sequel introduces game-changing abilities. Ultra Hand lets you build vehicles and machines by connecting objects together. Fuse allows you to combine weapons with items for unique effects. Ascend permits Link to phase through ceilings, and Recall reverses object movement through time. Both games tell the story of Link awakening after a long slumber to find Hyrule in ruins, with Zelda holding back the malice of Calamity Ganon. Through discovered memories, you piece together what happened in the past while forging your own path forward. With hundreds of puzzles, combat challenges, and secrets to discover across two massive games, this is the definitive Zelda experience. And there you have it, the top 20 best Nintendo Switch games you can play in 2025. From sprawling open worlds to tight platformers and everything in between, the Switch has some amazing games for every type of player. Which of these games have you played? Let me know in the comments below which ones you love, and if there are any I missed that deserve to be on the list. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch content every week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.